back to Thrashing Code. Adrian here. All right, it's the moment of truth. Will AI be able to help us refactor this anymore? And will it be able to get the other reverse method working for us? That's what we're going to find out right now. So I don't actually know how to go about saying refactor this. That's pretty refactored, but I'm going to go over here to open up the tests, and we're going to get the second test here written. And let's see, public void human time test, time formatter tests. Oh, that seems to be an okay name, because basically what I'm going to do now is reverse the whole situation. So this, let's see, let's take the first three and we'll just go ahead and reverse those. So the first one would be, we'll take now, and we'd want to pass that in like this, and we want it to come back as 0 seconds. So at 0, we get now, right? Yeah, it's now, the very moment. Let's see, format duration. So this would be encode duration, I think. Format duration, encode duration. So if I'm saying format duration, it would be decode duration, encode duration. So format duration, maybe encode time duration. Encode duration is going to be it. Naming is hard. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one and scroll over here and say, give me, generate the method. So theoretically, it put it in here. Format duration, encode duration. Oh, and also I wanted to do time span here. Make some tests for that. So we're going to write these tests first and then fiddle with that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, the other question is, let's see here. I guess we could do an override and say, pass in something to say, set it to date time format instead of just the string. I mean, instead of the int. Because right now what we're going to do is we're going to get back is equal to 0. And what is this fussing about? This is saying what? The equal constraints always fail as the actual and expected value can. That's what it said before, and I got confused about it. So anyway. Oh yeah, go back over here and let's go ahead and change this to, this is not going to be bool, it's going to be int, right? And then basically we need this one, and then we need one that's going to return the other, well, I can't do var, right? Yeah, you'd have to do type. Oh yeah, that gets tricky. We're going to do the int one first, and then we're going to fiddle with the possibility of returning it as a time span, to signify time, elapsed time. All right, so go over here, we'll get that one, and then 1 second. Let's get that in there, and then this one is going to be, let's see, 62, 1 minute, and 2 seconds. That. And then this one is going to be 120. And then we'll put that in. Okay. So that would fail nicely. You know, let's hear 2 seconds. Equal to that. Let's see. Well, just let me start doing. Yeah, it's going to pick the opposites of those. Three years and then 1 year. Okay, so we have the complete reverse now. That made that easy. So let's go back over here, and actually let's run all the tests. Tab, do .NET tests, or is it .NET tests? I don't know, where am I? Humanizing duration. Oh, I just ran it out there and it ran it. Okay, that's pretty smart actually. Starting text execution failed. Time format test method or operation is not implemented. That is correct. It is not implemented. So that test would fail. All right, so let's go back over here, and we probably want to first do did it seriously just well, okay, let's try that. If that, oh my god, if that just spit that out in opposites of, it kind of did, it looks like it did. Time units, time unit values. Oh, and it used time unit values. It did that. So that was like 1 second. It took 1 second for it to do that. We bounce back in here and try this. Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, I gotta break. Something's gotta break. Expected 62, it was 60. 1 minute, 2 seconds. Okay, now the question here is how do I get it to fix that? How do I get CoPilot to fix that? That's a little tricky. So, isn't there? Nope, that's not it. I know there's a way in here to like ask. Oh, chat. Let's do that. Yeah, GitHub Copilot chat. Fix the code based on the error. Yeah, fix the problem in my code. Can I do that? Generating. Sure, I can help with that. However, I need more information about the problem. Could you please describe the issue? Yeah, we're doing this. I'm making such a mess of actually debugging this, but let's see here. The error indicates that expected output 62 was 60. That is correct. The time formatter not visible in the provided code, but they likely contain time units like their corresponding values. To fix this, we need to understand how the time format works. Human readable time duration into seconds. Yep, that's right. However, there's a general approach to debug this. Print the da 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 da. Here's how I can add these debug statements in. What? Okay. So it like kind of knows the code, but it kind of doesn't, I guess. So let's here it is. And wait a second. So it looks like count and time unit, and then here it says do that. Okay. And then this is okay. So I just want this part. And that should give me the debug, right? Based on what it said. Failed. Count 1, time unit 4, seconds 1, count 1. What? Right. Okay. So the error the error still occurred. Standard output messages. What is this? Right line, the count and the time unit for wait, 1 and 60. 1 seconds and 60 seconds? Oh, that's so seconds. But then there's this one. That's kind of confusing. All right, so I guess the best way to debug this would be to take that and then, oh yeah, here's where it did. Okay, started test execution. All right, can I just post that in there? Will that work? The first part of the input string corresponds to time second. Unit index 4 hours if the array is, the second part corresponds to the time unit index 3. Count for both parts is 1, so the method calculates 1 hour equals 1 hour plus 1 day equals 60 seconds. Yeah, that's totally incorrect. What? Seems to be with the time unit values array. It likely has incorrect values for the 1 second, 1 minute, an hour, day, and a year. It likely has incorrect values for the time units. No. 3,600 per hour, 86,400 per day. And here's how you can define it. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's it saying? 315 or 31 mil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has 7. Oh, don't there? No, I'm not doing month. Let's ask it this question too. So that's the wrong conclusion. So I don't want to fix it myself because the point of this is to get 0. Okay, is to get it to do the coding and the debugging. There's a space, comma. Here. In the following code, I do not want to have a calculation for month or months. I only want to encode and format to and from seconds, minutes, days. What else do I have? Second, minute, hours, days, and years. Please fix the following code. And I'm going to paste it in. And let's see what that does. Did it seriously just like, here's the code you provided for reference. Dude, I just pasted the code in that you, what? As you can see, the array includes corresponding number of seconds for each unit. There is no mention of month in either array. Right. Okay, cool. That is correct. But the suggestion, well, okay, let's see, that is correct. So why is there a failure in the following tests? Let's give it the test. Okay, can I stop and recalculate? Oh, I rerun it, and this is the. So it's the what, 1 day? I don't know. Okay. Well, here is the error message received from running those tests against that code base. All right, CoPilot, come on, succeed. Right? That looks like. Yeah, this one, 1 minute, 2 seconds. That is 62 seconds. 62, but the actual result returned by blah, blah, blah was 60. This suggests the encode method in the human time format class is not correct in converting the human readable time duration, 1 minute, 2 seconds, to the equivalent duration in seconds. Here's a possible fix. Can I just copy this? I'm going to copy it the tried and true way. Total seconds. Yeah, let's try that. All right, and then go down to encode duration. Here. The input string now is not in the correct format. How is... Oh, let's just put a gate up here. Actually, no, let's... Here is the error when I replaced my existing code. Please rewrite the code completely so I can copy and paste it back into the file with file. Okay. What are you doing? Here's the complete code, right? Okay. So I think this thing will give me a copy. Did it do the whole? It did the whole code base. Oh, it did. No, okay. Still can only take. Let's actually check their things here. So, okay. And then this is the part that I need. Let's see here. We'll go down to here. And here. Whoops. Probably. Okay, that passed it. All right, so we got that now. That was a weird set of loops because that seems like it should have been easy enough for it to just have gotten right in the first place, let alone not got it figured out with these other two passes. All right, so with that done, I'm going to actually call that a day. That seems like a pretty effective example of where AI can break down a little bit and have a little bit of a hiccup on something that's relatively easy, especially with the debugging and the error being spit out and actually being an informative error. So that's a little weird. But we'll loop back around on that in the future. That's 2 usages of CoPilot at this point. So now we got ChatGPT, Claude, and CoPilot under our belt. And the next episode, I'm going to try to get out there and try a completely different thing. Maybe we'll do a SQL programming exercise and use a SQL AI tool set or something. But either way, that was pretty interesting. That was fun. That's something you might actually end up using in various scenarios that come up, or not. It's one of those things where you can definitely introduce some weird error proneness just by being pedantic, moving things back and forth, depending on how you format something. But, it could come into play. And with that, I will catch you on the next programming problem. Cheerio all.